Imagine waking up in January 2025, feeling like the year ahead holds boundless opportunities, only to discover that a single moment, one small gift, has silently sabotaged your life. It sounds almost superstitious, doesn't it? But what if I told you that certain things, no matter how harmless they seem, hinder your progress and block the abundance meant for you? Today, I'm going to reveal 9 things you should never receive from anyone, not just in January, but forever. These objects are more than just material items. They carry stories, emotions, and energies that may not belong in your life. Before we dive into this list, here's a quick thought. Have you ever accepted something from someone and suddenly felt off? A strange heaviness in the air? Or maybe everything started to go wrong without explanation. If so, you're not alone, and you're about to understand why. Now, before I share these 9 cautionary items, make sure you like this video, leave a comment about your own experiences with energy and objects, and subscribe to Buddhism Wisdom for more enlightening insights. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we're about to uncover. And remember to share this video because someone you love might be unintentionally carrying negativity into their life. Let's begin with a story. Picture a man named Daniel. Last January, he received a stunning vintage ring as a gift. It had intricate designs, a sparkle that felt timeless, and it came from someone he deeply trusted. But weeks later, Daniel's life began to unravel. He grew inexplicably anxious. Arguments with his family intensified, and his career opportunities seemed to dry up overnight. What Daniel didn't know was that this ring, while beautiful, carried emotional baggage from its previous owner. Jewelry, especially second-hand, often absorbs the experiences and energies of those who wore it. Whether joy or grief, triumph or tragedy, the energy clings to the metal and stones. If someone gifts you jewelry, no matter how tempting it looks, pause and cleanse it before wearing it, because you never know whose burdens you're carrying. This brings us to the next item: mirrors. Have you ever stood in front of an antique mirror and felt chills crawl up your spine? Mirrors are not ordinary objects. They reflect energy, yes, but they can also trap it. A woman named Laura learned this the hard way. She was gifted a vintage mirror by a distant relative. Over time, she started waking up at night with a feeling of unease, almost as if someone was watching her. What's chilling is that mirrors have long been believed to act as portals, absorbing emotions, spirits, and energies from the environments they've been in. If you accept a mirror, particularly an old one, ensure you cleanse it first. Burn sage around it, sprinkle salt nearby, and only then decide if it belongs in your home. The last thing you want is an unwelcome guest hiding in its reflection. Now let's reset for a moment. I know this might feel heavy, but here's a lighthearted question. Would you accept a second-hand mattress as a gift? Probably not. But believe it or not, some people do. Mattresses are sponges for energy. They hold everything: joy, sorrow, dreams, nightmares. Imagine receiving a mattress from someone going through a rough divorce or worse, illness. You're not just getting fabric and springs, you're inheriting the residual energy that comes with it. A woman named Kate accepted her sister's old mattress, only to find herself struggling with fatigue and sleepless nights shortly after. She finally realized the connection, replaced the mattress, and reclaimed her rest. If someone offers you a mattress, kindly decline. Some gifts are better left unreceived. But let's move to something much smaller but equally impactful: wallets and purses. It's easy to think of them as harmless, but these items are tied to financial energy. I once heard a story about Hannah, who accepted a beautiful leather wallet as a gift. Within weeks, she began experiencing unexplained financial setbacks. Her income slowed, unexpected expenses arose, but she felt like money just slipped through her fingers. Wallets, especially secondhand, carry the financial imprints of their previous owners. If the owner struggled with debt or loss, that energy could linger and pass on to you. If someone gifts you a wallet or purse, thank them. But cleanse it thoroughly. Place it in sunlight. Sprinkle a bit of salt inside, or set it near crystals, like citrine. Otherwise, you might unknowingly invite financial struggles into your life. Here's something unexpected to be cautious about: plants. Yes, plants. While they bring life and beauty to a home, they also absorb the energy of their environment. A family once brought home a potted plant given by a friend who was facing constant misfortunes. Within weeks, tension brewed in the household, arguments erupted, and peace vanished. What they didn't realize was that the plant, though innocent, carried the heavy energy of its previous environment. If you're gifted a plant, cleanse it immediately. Wash its leaves gently, let it soak in sunlight, and speak positive intentions to it. Remember, plants may grow anywhere, but the energy they carry matters greatly. Now here's where things get even more intriguing: locks. At first glance, locks symbolize safety, right? They guard doors, protect valuables, and offer peace of mind. But what happens when you're gifted an old lock? One that once protected someone else's secrets, sorrows, or losses. A family I read about unknowingly installed second-hand locks on their home after receiving them from a relative. Not long after, a series of misfortunes struck. Job losses, arguments, and a lingering feeling of unease. Locks carry symbolic weight. They hold energy related to security, protection, and sometimes even fear. If you receive locks, whether for doors, safes, or boxes, cleanse them with salt or sunlight before using them. Otherwise, you might find yourself locking negativity in rather than keeping it out. Here's another curious item to be cautious of: clothing. Vintage clothing is fashionable, but it's also a carrier of deep personal energy. A woman named Emmy discovered a stunning dress in a thrift store and received it as a gift from a friend. But the moment she wore it, she felt anxious, almost haunted. Clothing, especially pre-owned, absorbs emotions and experiences from its previous owner, both joyous and sorrowful. If someone offers you clothing, it's vital to wash it with intention. Visualize negativity being washed away as you cleanse it. Sunlight is also your ally here, as it can purify and refresh the energy in fabrics. Now let me take you to an item that's surprisingly overlooked: books. Yes, books. While they are vessels of knowledge, they also carry energy, not just from their content, but from their previous owners. There's a story of Hiro, who received an old book that looked harmless at first. However, after placing it on his bedside table, he began feeling restless and uneasy. Books can absorb the energy of grief, sorrow, or even obsession. If someone gifts you a book, especially one that's well worn, cleanse it before bringing it into your space. Pass incense smoke over its pages, or leave it in sunlight to release stagnant energy. And finally, we arrive at something seemingly innocent but immensely powerful: salt. Salt has been revered across cultures as a tool for purification, but here's the twist. If someone gifts you salt, especially out of their own hands, it can disrupt the balance of energy in your life. In some traditions, gifting salt is seen as an act that unintentionally transfers misfortune or negativity. If you receive salt, don't panic. Simply dissolve it in water and pour it into the earth with a blessing. Let nature absorb and transform its energy. Now, you might be wondering, is all of this superstition, or is there truth to it? The truth lies in understanding that everything carries energy. From the objects we hold to the spaces we inhabit, energy flows through everything. And sometimes accepting certain items means accepting the unseen burdens they carry. But here's the good news. You have the power to decide what you allow into your life. By being mindful, cleansing objects, and listening to your intuition, you can protect your energy and create a space that welcomes peace, abundance, and positivity. Before we end, I want to ask you, which of these 9 items surprised you the most? Have you ever accepted something and felt its impact afterward? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story might help someone else. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Buddhism Wisdom for more powerful insights on energy.